We are doing an Audacy check-in right now with Sofia Carson. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. It's great to get to talk to you. I mean, you kicked off 2022 with such a bang with this incredibly powerful and uplifting song. And was there any sort of meaning to starting your year with this song?
Yes. Loud is a song that is dedicated to all the women of the world and to all the loud voices of change. And we're in such an exciting time in history right now for women, where it feels like history is really being made by fearless, loud young women who are at the forefront of history making change, like Amanda Gorman, like Malala, like X. And so I really wanted to start off this year with that celebration of our loud voices in hopes that in amplifying our own voices, we amplify each other's and we continue to shatter glass ceilings one louder voice at a time.
That's amazing. Who are those voices that inspire you?
I mean, all of the women that I listed, my mom, first and foremost, who is the epitome of what it means to me to be a woman and to be a loud woman. She's just extraordinary. And she raised her daughters to believe that they were unstoppable, that nothing was impossible. Growing up, I really admired women like Cher and like Audrey Hepburn and like Barbara Streisand, these women who were trailblazers in the industry. And they weren't just singers, but they were songwriters, directors, producers, actors, philanthropists, and they kind of paved the path for what it meant to be a woman in the industry. So I've always used them as role models as well.
That's awesome. Well, the first line I immediately related to in this song was that
Yeah.
confrontation has never been my strength, because
Yeah.
that is so me to a T. Which line in the song kind of still gets you in your feelings?
I mean, that one is very me as well, because that's something that I struggled with a lot growing up. I feel like I found my own way of being loud, and I think we all kind of find that, right? Because loud doesn't mean being necessarily the loudest or the noisiest person in the room, but it's just having the strength to stand up for what you believe in. And I think with time, we kind of find our own ways of doing that. So that one definitely resonates with me. And I think the one that mostly stands out to me is the chorus, which is, I was made to be loud. It's something so simple, but I think as women, for so long, being loud or knowing what you want made you difficult rather than someone who just knows what she wants. And to be able to kind of freely say that sentiment, like, no, I was made to be loud. I'm sorry if it makes you uncomfortable, but this is who I am and this is what I stand for, is a really cool thing to say.
Yeah, definitely. Well, how does it feel to have people saying that they relate to the things that you're writing about?
It's the greatest feeling in the world. As musicians and as songwriters, all we long to do is make music that when people listen to it, they hear their story in it or they feel seen in some way. And this song, it's been incredible. The reaction that we've seen from fans all around the world, young men, women, however you identify, have now been making, I guess, their own forms of art, telling the world why they were made to be loud. And it's been so beautiful and so inspiring. And I said that the day that the song came out, that the song wasn't mine, that the song belongs to all of us. It wouldn't exist without all of us. And I believe that wholeheartedly. It's a movement that they've made.
I love that. Well, the music video is incredible. I feel like I'm watching a movie.
Oh,
When you were in like the storyboard process for it, like what was the first thing you knew you wanted in there?
I mean, this song is a special song, and we really wanted to just bring the story and the message to life in the most beautiful way. And to me, the visual stories of my songs have always been crucial because they visually bring to life the story that you're telling. And I worked with Yuri Schutzer, who's an incredible director who I've worked with before. And as we were brainstorming, we both came across the mutual love of a butterfly and how a butterfly kind of symbolizes, a caterpillar and the metamorphosis into a butterfly coming out of a cocoon as the silenced voices who are now louder than ever. And I remember him telling me that he was a gay man raised in Israel, and he felt so seen by this song and very much by that metaphor of the butterfly coming out of her cocoon. And that's kind of where we landed. And we just really wanted to make sure that the heart of the song came across, and we wanted to create like an art piece that told the message of the song. And we poured our hearts into it.
I love that. Um, do you feel like creating this song has changed you in any way as an artist?
It's a great question. I think it's songs like this when they feel like this song feels like a really beautiful marriage of who I am as a person and who I am as an artist. And not everything feels like that, if that makes any sense. And
Makes
it's
total
really
sense.
it's thank you. It's a really beautiful thing to release art into the world that feels so true to who you are and to where your values lie. And it almost makes it like, why release anything else? You know, like, why release anything that doesn't feel like that?
Yeah, for sure. Well, that being said, what
Yeah.
are you working on next?
I am working on, there will be more music coming out this year, and which is really exciting. I've been writing a lot throughout the pandemic. I can't believe that we're still in the pandemic, but
I know.
oh, it's wild. But more music. And speaking of projects that feel like, you know, aligned with who I am in my heart, I had the honor of producing my first film with Netflix and with my Alloy family and my director Liz. And I wrote the music for the film, and I was also able to play the lead character in the film, this extraordinary young woman named Cassie. The film is called Purple Hearts, and it comes out at some point this year. We're editing it right now, and it's a story that's really, really close to my heart, and that I think will resonate with a lot of women around the world.
That's really cool.
Thank you.
We are still early in 2022. Was there any like resolution or goal that you set for yourself in this new year?
Yes, actually, me and my friends, we decided to say yes more this year.
I like that.
And yeah, so that's kind of what I'm trying to do, is say yes more, to just living life a little bit more this year, because, you know, all we have is today.
Yeah. And I think it's kind of crazy too. Like I didn't realize like how much we started to recluse like through the pandemic. And then I'm like,
You're right.
no, this is stuff I used to do all the time. And now I'm like,
All
no,
the time.
yeah.
Yeah, I know I'm like too tired or whatever it might be. It's wild. Yeah, so we're really trying to say yes more, which has been exciting.
I love that. Well, thank you so
Yeah.
much for doing an Audacy check-in with us, Sofia Carson. Make sure you check out her song Loud. The music video is incredible. And thank you so much.